All right, everybody listen up for a second here. My dad's birthday is coming up. He's gonna be 109 years old. You guys already know that I'm super old, so you can imagine he's gotta be like double or triple that at least. My dad is very, very colorblind, so if I could bring him up here right now. And I bought him this present. These are glasses that are supposed to be able to make you see in color, or see colors. So I'd like for him the first time ever see SuperTraining Gym as it normally is with color.
I can make them out better.
Can you see the sign?
Yeah. But I can make out the different shades better than I could before, because there's certain shades like I couldn't tell if like a red like that whether it was pink or red, you know, stuff like that. And
did you know that I was black?
We'll
seeing that for the first time.
We'll have to get the DNA on that.
Happy birthday, Dad! I love you.
Okay, happy birthday. Thanks. There you go.
Oh, you don't have a speech?
No. Thank you all. You know, I've only had some small dealings with each person in here. Some of you none at all. But I just think you're a real great group of guys and a great inspiration to everybody who views you on these videos and things that Mark puts out. And I really want to encourage you to never quit this, you know, because years ago I quit doing, I never lifted weights, but I quit being active, you know, I went kind of sedentary, and it's not a good choice. Okay? That's it. That's the best advice I can give you. Okay.
This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining Gym. SuperTraining Gym, the strongest gym in the West. What the hell's going on at this gym all the time? Got two guys lifting on top of each other. Got another guy downing some salt. Got Geeta banging out some deadlifts. She's always happy when she's deadlifting. She's fired up. Oh, look at that. Trend, huh? Wonder whose pocket that... Oh. Follow trend. And the next shot is of the quote-unquote NattyProfessor, a.k.a. Trend Sema. Very suspicious. I've had Nsema work on some conventional deadlifts. He's a sumo puller. Deadlifted 755 in competition successfully and quite easy as well. But just like everybody else in the gym, he wants to get stronger and he wants to get better. And so I saw some things from him recently that kind of led me to believe that if we can get that lower back to be a little bit stronger and we can get him into some better positions, that he's going to be able to lift more weight. And so the reason for the conventional pulling is just to work the lower back a little bit more, get right into that lower back. Here you see Trevor blasting out some big weights. He was doing a little bit higher reps on this particular day. I think he ends up with about 7 reps. And they end up in a full-on deadlift competition. Him, Fat Dan, a few other guys were deadlifting on that platform as well. But that's what you want to have happen in your training is, I think for a lot of you, if you're training by yourself, that's great. You have the motivation to do that. But there's really nothing like training with other people. And I totally recognize it's very difficult to get other people inspired and fired up enough, and it can be a huge pain in the ass just even trying to find a good training partner. But your training partner doesn't always have to have the same exact hopes and dreams and goals that you have. You can find anybody that wants to work hard, anybody that just wants to get in the gym and get after it. They don't have to be the same strength level as you. They don't necessarily have to be stronger than you, but it still creates competition because you're not always going to be stronger than everybody on every single lift. And then also, sometimes you just want to try to close the gap on somebody that might be a little bit better. Big Dan with 10 reps on that. He is the winner for the day.
Just our competitive nature in here. You know, the next guy that beats you out, I want to beat him out, regardless of who it is. If it's Mark, if it's Marcus, In this case, whoo, I can't even breathe right now. Yeah, I just want to beat him out. He got 6 or 7. Fuck it, just went for 10. It's just a competitive nature in here, man. That's how we do it.
When you end up bent over like that on your knees, hanging over a bench, it's hard to say who the real winner was on that one. But you want to find ways to create competition. You want to try to figure out ways of lifting better than somebody, ways of lifting more than somebody, ways of having better form and technique than somebody, ways to lift faster than somebody. It doesn't always have to be 100% related to the exact weight of the bar. Maybe you're able to catch people and beat people in other things, conditioning or otherwise. There I was working on my form and technique right there, and what inspires me and what fires me up. I have many different things, but when it comes to being in the gym, it's the team. You know, watching other people practice, watching Nsima want to get better, watching Marcus want to get better, watching these other athletes that are already very strong put a lot of their time and energy, their heart and soul into continuing to get better. There Marcus is working with Gita, working on getting her stronger. Gita's already a very strong athlete, but these people are hungry. Everybody wants to continue to get better, and we all drive and coach each other on every rep and every set. When I yell at somebody or trying to teach somebody to throw their knees out, a big reason why I'm doing that is, you know, A, so that they lift with better technique, but B, I want them to do the same shit for me when I'm lifting. I want people to cheer for me just as much as they want me to cheer for them. And as corny as that may sound, every little bit helps. We're not just going in there and training. We're not just coming to SuperTraining gym for a day. We've practiced over a decade of strength at SuperTraining. It started in 2006, and we've been going strong ever since. And in order for that to happen, we have to have fun, we have to be able to make progress, and we have to have consistency. Consistency is going to be the foundation of everything else. If you're not consistent with something, you're not going to get out of it what you really need to get out of it. There's Gita banging out her squats, and you can see every rep and every set she was doing there. She was really focused in on each and every rep that she was doing. You see Marcus here with just 225. He's working on the sensations. There's certain sensations that you need to feel when you're doing a specific lift. So yeah, he may be leaning forward right here a bunch, and he may be using his lower back maybe more than the next person, but you're learning timing, and you're learning how everything should feel, how connected everything should feel. You're looking for muscle tension. You're trying to stack muscle tension on top of muscle tension, and not just fleshy fatness and bones on top of each other. You're trying to create muscle tension so that you have a nice rebound out of the bottom, the way Steven just did coming out of the bottom of that squat right there. I went to overload some weight on this particular day. I handled 4 plates, 4.5 plates, and here we are with 5 plates. And you can see I threw the gangster wraps over top of my camouflage MB2 knee sleeve to get a little extra support. Been a long time since I handled anything heavy, so that was not easy. I did move it pretty well. It felt good. I believe it was 505 pounds because that bar is a little heavier. And here I go into some conditioning stuff. Training your mind, your body, your spirit, your heart. This is my whole life right in front of me, right here. Whether it's your whole life because you make money off it like I do, or whether it's just part of your life, like many of you listening. Take the mindset that you're bringing it into the gym. When you're doing a set of 8, 9, and 10 reps, have the understanding to know that there's always an extra rep or 2 in the tank. There's always a little bit more. You can always dig a little bit deeper. And when you start to really dig deep, you start to really find out who you are and what you're made out of. People that engage in fitness, people that engage in shit that's strenuous and shit that's hard, learn a lot about themselves, and they know the secret. The secret is in fitness. The secret is in pushing your body to the limits to find out what kind of limits you really have. People that train and people that push themselves to the limit, they are made out of something different than everybody else. There's no other way to put it. Be made out of something different. Just trying to keep you guys fired up, keep you guys motivated. The way that my team helps drive me, I'm trying to drive you guys. And hopefully through these videos, you're seeing that you don't have to just power lift. You're not, you don't have to put your fitness into a box. You don't have to just do any one thing. There's no reason why you can't weightlift, why you can't CrossFit, why you can't do conditioning, why you can't mess around with some bodybuilding. Don't be afraid to mix things up. Just got done with another training sesh and hit another milestone. PRs all over the place. 330,000 followers at Mark Smelly Bell. If you're living under a rock and not following along. 330K, and just checking out the squat form here. As I look at it, it looks pretty good, but I know I loosened up a little bit in the bottom. This is 505 pounds. I'd like to be able to do 505 or so. 3 to 5 reps, maintaining good solid form. I haven't built into it. Today was a little bit of a tester after I did some of my deadlifts, after I did some of my other stuff. But something I wanted to share with you guys today, you heard me talking about the mindset and all these different things. Something I heard recently, it's a Latin term, and it's used in the military, and it stuck with me. I think it's really cool and really powerful. I'm not sure if I'm saying it 100% correctly. Somebody, of course, in the comments below, go ahead and correct me if you'd like. Gradum ferociter. Gradum ferociter means step by step ferociously. And I feel that over the last 20 years, when I heard that term, I feel like over the last 20 years, that's what I've been able to do. That's what separates me out from your average schmo and your average bro. I don't feel like I'm anything special. I feel that I'm a byproduct of consistency. And when I say step by step, I feel like I've been moving this fast. For some of you, you may think that I've been moving pretty fast, but I've been literally moving like this for 20 some odd years, just like a broken down powerlifter. If you take things step by step, you too can reach a lot of the goals that you have. When you stand at the bottom of a large staircase and you look up to the tippy top, it may be overwhelming, but it all starts with just getting on that first step, lifting up your foot and taking that first step forward. Gradum ferociter, step by step, ferociously. Strength is never a weakness.